Hey, party people, it's me, Dawn Fields, and today I like to talk, I like to talk about the world system versus the kingdom system. But what I'm realizing is that a lot of so-called Christians, I call fake Christians, they prefer to follow the world. They try to make the Bible say whatever it is they want the Bible to say, so that they can continue to live a worldly life. You know what? When I was growing up, I grew up in a house. And there was houses on my block. But on the corner of my house, there was an apartment building. And my parents, this is horrible, I'm about to say, but my parents used to tell us, can't hang out with the apartment building people. It's funny because I ended up married to one of the guys that lived in that apartment. But my parents told us that we couldn't hang out with the apartment building people because the people that they seen that lived in the apartment, they felt was not living right. And as parents, a lot of times we tell our children that, we don't want them to hang out with a certain element of people because we feel like that person might have an influence on them in a negative way. And that's generally how it happens. If you have a person that start hanging out with people that that do things that might smoke, they might drink, they can easily influence a person who isn't strong to follow behind and doing the things that they do. So that's why parents tell their children not to hang out with certain people. Well, it's the same way in the Bible, where when God was giving the Israelites the land, he told them, he was so adamant about it that he told them when they go in there, they had to kill everybody. Kill everybody in the city. Kill everybody in the whole town. Kill them. Not just don't be friends with them. He said, kill them. Kill the women, the children. Kill everybody. Sometimes they even had to kill the animals. I don't know what the animals did. Sometimes they had to kill the cows and the horses, but a lot of times they get to keep that as their spoils. But sometimes they had to kill them too. But he told them to kill everybody. He didn't want them associated with it. And his reason was because he said, if you don't go in there and do that, these people are bad. If you don't go in there, don't give your kids, don't give your sons to them, to their daughters, don't give your daughters to their sons. Because what will happen is they'll influence your child into following other gods and doing things that God considered evil. So that's why he told us repeatedly, over and over and over again, not to associate with certain people because of the fact that they followed other gods. And they did things like, sacrificing their children. They did things like eating blood. They did things like, just having sex all any old kind of way all over the place. So they did a lot of things. They was practicing, a lot of them was practicing homosexuality. So a lot of this was things that God considered wrong. And he didn't want his people to go in and follow behind these things, these traditions, this way of life that these people had established for themselves. So if you talk to Christians today and you say that, you shouldn't be celebrating things like Halloween and Christmas and Easter, they say, well, where is that in the Bible? The Bible doesn't say I shouldn't celebrate Christmas and Easter. No, it was because those names came up years later after the Bible was already written. But it says on almost every page not to follow the ways of the heathen. That's it. You're following the ways of the heathen. That was what God was killing people over. Like he was having people killed because they were following different beliefs and doing different things that he considered to be evil. So if he repeatedly said, do not go into, do not live this way, then by changing the name from Saturnarian or changing the name from the winter solstice or changing the name from sun worshiping to Christmas, but you're doing everything exactly the same way except where they're honoring their God, you're now saying that Jesus was born on the same day as their God. That's absolutely crazy. If you think about it, just think of it this way. Let's say there was somebody in your school that was totally against you, or somebody you grew up with. Y'all didn't get along at all. Y'all was adversaries. Y'all were rivals. Y'all didn't like each other at all. Y'all didn't have the same beliefs. In fact, you felt that person was just pure divine evil. Everything that person did, you felt was evil. And then your family say, you know what? In honor of you, we're going to celebrate your birthday on that person's birthday. And how we're going to celebrate it is how that person's family celebrates his birthday. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Would that make you happy? Would you be like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. I'm glad. No! You'll be like, what? What? You'll be like, wait, out of all the days and all the places, you going to pick my adversary's birthday? And you're going to celebrate my birthday and you're going to celebrate it the way he told his people to celebrate it? That is like, to me, that's like the ultimate slap in Jesus' face. Like, it's like you just hauled up and spit in his face. And you defending it. You saying, oh no, we're just celebrating this birthday. What? No, you're not. What you're doing is an abomination. What you're doing is disrespectful. You are disrespecting Jesus to the utmost degree. Like, straight up. The worst disrespect you could possibly give somebody is what you are doing when you ignore the holidays the holy days he told us to celebrate forever. And you say, oh, only a certain group of people can celebrate that. And then you go and you celebrate the pagan holidays, and then you infuse him into their celebration. That is horrible. Like, that is horrible. You have to have a heart of stone to do something as evil and deceitful as that. That's all I got to say. Stop being evil. Stop celebrating Christmas. Stop celebrating Easter. And definitely stop participating in Halloween and having your children out there celebrating the demonic days and pretending that it's not. Stop pretending. That's what you need to do. Christians need to stop pretending. Stop faking the funk. Stop pretending. Either you're going to be a believer or you're not. But stop lying to yourself. And a believer is not going to do the things that you do and thinking it's straight and thinking you're good. Enjoy your day.